Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be playing with inks. I have wanted these for a long time and they're quite expensive, and Paul surprised me with them. I'd like to say apologies for a few things. Firstly, it's very dark in here. I just got this new overhead stand thing and it came really late and I really wanted to get this video done, so it is a little bit dark. And second of all, the audio might be really bad because you are now above me, not like close to my face. And yeah, my microphone, I can't seem to work out how to plug it into the camera. So Paul got me these inks and I'm gonna have a play around with them today with you guys. Let's put them there. Actually, no, let's put them there. I'm gonna start out by having a little play around. Let's pick a paintbrush. If the audio is really terrible, I'm just gonna do a voiceover for this. Look at my horrendous palette. I don't have a proper palette. This is like some cheap plastic crap thing and all the color just stains it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna use today. So I'm gonna start off by doing like a color test, I think. These colors are really nice. Oh my God. I assume you're supposed to shake them. I don't wanna put too much in because I don't wanna waste them. Oh, this one's up pretty tight. Oh my God, I can't undo it. Ah! Oh, I need a strong person. Come on. I've done it, I've done it. I'm not gonna color test black and white because I mean, it's black and white, right? So I think I'm gonna mix a bit of water in with them. Ooh, look at that. I have no brush control whatsoever. You guys probably know this if you watch my studio vlogs. I'm just rubbish with a paintbrush. Oh, I like, look at that. That's a really nice color red actually. I think that's quite a pinky red, but I like it. This one is gonna be bright red. Kind of like a orangey red. Look, now that that's started to dry, it's a really flat, nice color. So the next color is grass green. It's interesting, I don't know whether you can see. I used up the ink that was on my brush for this swatch here, and then I did some kind of strokes like I have been on the other one, just with whatever was left on my brush. And I was like, it looks a bit pale, so I just picked up a little bit more and went over it, and you can really see the extra strokes that I painted on top. So this one's just green. That's actually a really nice color. Oh, I'm excited about this one. This one's teal. Okay, other than the fact that I picked up some crap out of my old palette, look at that color. Oh, it's so pretty. Blue. Oh, they're really nice. It's like everything I ever hoped it would be. This is purple. Is it just called purple? Oh, it's violet. I must not have put as much water in that one because that's quite saturated. Actually, that and the blue is quite saturated compared to the, especially the yellow. The yellow is really quite pale. So this is magenta. And then brown. Quite a reddish brown. Like a rust brown, maybe. I don't know. It's probably some proper terminology and I'm just butchering it. It's probably some proper name. What does it say on here? It's just brown on the bottle. The colours are really rich. Like obviously I've added a lot of water to them now, so they look diluted. But like this blue. So like what I noticed when I did this green is that the inks dry quickly. So what is this paint like in water? It's not paint, Lucy, it's ink. It is ink, 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 not paint. Ooh. It like really spread over there. Oh, I'm so excited. I have already prepared some line work and I've already done the masking fluid as well. So this is the line work that I have done and put some masking fluid around. I did this prior to filming. A, because it takes me so long to do and get right, and I was so excited to get it done ready for this video that I just really wanted to get it done. The masking fluid that I used was a mask pen. Now this stuff is amazing, however mine is broken. So you're supposed to have like a little nib. On top of here, you are supposed to have like a plastic little nib, and mine broke as soon as I got it. So I have to use this big fat chunky end, and it's really hard to get smooth lines. I'm feeling kind of anxious, and I don't know whether it's because of this video being like a different type of video to what I normally do, or doing a whole piece on camera, or whether it's because I'm having to talk while I art. Or maybe it's just because I don't want to mess up this. I'm so happy with the line work. I don't want to mess it up. By the way, you don't have to listen to me talk. Feel free to put me on mute and just watch. Maybe you could play your own music. First things first, I want to wet this quite a bit. I really want to try and create the illusion of light. It's something that I find really enjoyable about other artists' work is their use of light. I really wanted to create some like clouds, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do that with white ink or gouache. I'm gonna go and dry this. I'm back. I dried it with a hairdryer. I really don't want this green to be really saturated. I want a really pale green, and I might add a little bit of brown. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a better green. Let's get this thirsty brush. I want the background to be quite light in comparison to the front. Oh, this paper's buckling. Maybe I put too much water on. Maybe the problem is me. Maybe it's not the paper. I guess I probably should have actually taped it down. That's a nice colour, but that's really dark. However, we are gonna do a wash, so maybe it won't be an issue. I just hope this is enough ink that I've mixed. So what I'm going to try and do here is basically use this ink to make some paint flicks for grass and let it spread into the water that I just put down. And hopefully my head's not in the way. I mean, I've done some outlines for the grass, but I'm not fussed if it goes outside of the line. Yeah, that looks quite cute. Okay, that was a mistake. Why am I carrying on when it was a mistake? Right, let's try and blot that up. Ooh, saved it. I'm so stupid, that bit was already wet. What am I doing? Somebody help me, please. Let's go for some moss. Ooh. Okay, I pulled you down a bit so that hopefully this stays in shot. I think I want this part to be darker than this. Ooh, that's really darker. Kind of like it. I think I just wasn't meant to be a precision painter, you know? Okay, so I think we can do a bit more grass, which means I need to make some more green and brown. Let's call it breen. Oh no, I forgot about the grey. There we go, we have bleeding. Let's just run with it. I think this needs darkening. I still think I might end up darkening it up even more. Just reminds me of a like a kid's storybook. Maybe we should pretend this is a storybook and give it a storybook name. Maybe it should be Adventures of the Moon Tiger. Let's do a little test here. Ooh, that's quite dark. I think the cool thing about ink is once it's on there, like it's on there. Oh no, I went over the tiger. Ah, quick, fix it, fix it. That was a close one. If I had not have noticed that, we would have had a very green tiger, and our tiger is not going to be green. Anyway, as I was saying, once ink is on there and dry, it's kind of on there, which is really cool because it means you can do washes like this, and unless the colour's like really dark and covers it up, then it would appear that it still shows through. I've seen people do like the line work with ink, which is why I wanted to do the tiger stripes with ink. But the negative is that once it is dry, it is on there. So if we had not have got that green off, I mean, there's a bit there which is not coming off, but if we hadn't have got that green off straight away, then I would have been a bit screwed. Yeah, I'm really loving this because I really feel like I can build up all the colours in layers rather than just having to put down. And I know you can do that with watercolour, but even when watercolour's dry, sometimes you can end up picking up the colour from underneath and it just kind of dulls it down a bit, whereas this is literally staying there and I am living for it. So originally I was considering leaving highlights on all of the leaves, but I just think that would be way too much work. Oh, and I'm such an idiot. I forgot to leave a highlighted area on the rock. All part of the learning process. Yeah, I do not want the sky any darker than it is. Ooh. Please don't rip it. Please don't rip it. Can you see the moon? Like there? Can you see it like that? Yeah, I can really see it, but I don't think you can see it on there. Yeah, I like layering up all the different tones. Like, because I've been mixing this green from scratch each time, it's always a little bit different, which means that you can really get lots of different kind of tones of green, and it builds up detail and contrast. And so this one's quite a browny green. But yeah, you can see the layers. I am totally running out of battery, so I think we're ready for some peeling. I'm gonna get that done, and then the tiger will probably have to be painted tomorrow. Hopefully this stays on while I peel some bits, because everybody said they really enjoyed that bit. Oh no, it's ripping the paper! No! Why? Oh, is this some kind of a joke? Oh my god. Okay, it's only a little bit so far. Like, I try not to pull it like this, but sometimes I find that rolling it is actually worse. I don't know. Oh my god. This is like the scariest part. For me anyway. Like, maybe I'm just not letting it dry enough. I don't know. Not the masking fluid, I mean the actual paper. Also, one trick is I've found that pulling it this way rather than up, so like pull it almost down, is gives you less chance of tearage. Oh, I'm so gutted about that bit. It's okay, we can fix it. I will fix it tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this for the evening, charge you guys up, and we will continue in the morning with better light, hopefully. See you in the morning. Good morning. We are dry, it is daylight outside, and hopefully you can see this a little bit better. So the moon really isn't showing up I am thinking of re-masking it and then painting over that bit. It's difficult to know whether I want to make this darker without doing the tiger, because the tiger is not going to be traditional tiger colour. Maybe we should get on and put the first few layers of tiger down. What do we think? Oh, I just remembered. I need to fix this bit. And I have lost so many of the lines. I might have to do his stripes now. So I've mixed up some water with my black. I don't want it to be pure black ink because I know that's going to be really dark. I want it to have a little bit of grey in it. To be honest, I wouldn't mind a little bit of purple in there. Okay, I'm going to use this tiny little brush for the detail. The cool thing is that you can kind of like intentionally have a shaky hand. Like I've got quite a shaky hand anyway when it comes to doing details. So doing tiger stripes is like perfect because they don't have to be perfect, if that makes any sense. And also, although they are like symmetrical, they're not actually completely perfectly symmetrical. So it doesn't matter if they don't completely match up. I think I want all of the grass sections slightly darker. I still want that to be the lightest. So I think I'm gonna have to do another green wash. I don't know, is it too dark? Is the sky too dark now? Maybe not. Okay, I think I'm ready to move on to the tiger. I need to make sure I keep some bits white. Oh dear. So I decided to use purple for like the shading. Went around the moon with yellow and I think it helps it stand out a little bit more. I think we need to intensify the pinks on here. I just realised a fatal error. I forgot the little white bits around the tiger's eyes, and his little lips aren't as white as I'd like them to be. Right, I really want to darken this pink up some more. Okay, I feel like that's given us much more depth with regards to the colours. I think I'm just going to leave that for a little while, have a think about it, and see if I want to darken it up any more or just leave it as it is. Okay, I've had a think, and I think I do want the purples to be darker. I think the good thing about being able to layer it up so well is that it doesn't matter. You can just go over it and go over it and go over it until it's right. Or maybe you can't, maybe eventually you'll destroy the paper. But for now, I feel like I can just layer it up gently, slowly, take my time, rather than just going in with dark colours. The only real problem is that I feel like we may have lost a bit too much white from like his chest and his belly. Right, I'm gonna see if I can get some white down over his eyes and his little mouth. We're gonna have to go back over the black bits with some ink once I put the white down. The more it dries, the more creamy it's going. Look at it compared to the chin. The chin's still really white. No! Okay, just gonna have to leave it. So I want to add a bit of a darker, blendy, grassy bit here, and also make the grass meet the tiger now that I'm happy with the body colours. Okay, so I'm running out of battery already. Did you ever, as a kid, write over Tipp-Ex? That is what this is like. Okay, I am back and we have a charged camera for a little while. I literally just gave it a little boost, so I am done. I finished off the black. I don't think adding that white actually made much of a difference, to be honest. So yeah, I just put the black back over the bits that needed it. And that's it. I think I'm happy to say I am done. So let's peel the tape off and hope it doesn't rip. There's probably some pencil lines underneath here, so I'm gonna try and erase those. Ah, that is so satisfying. This bit next. I can't get the corner. So overall, this was a fun experience. I've learned a lot of things about working with ink, as well as filming overhead videos. And I take hours to do art. I mean, I haven't actually paid attention to how long this has taken me, but I know it's hours, and my camera cannot cope with hours worth of filming. So that's one thing that we learn. Basically, my battery is not enough, is not powerful enough to cope with one whole painting in one go. But that's okay. I know that for next time. Oh, that was satisfying. Ah, it's stuck. Ink is good. I like it. I definitely will be working on some more inky pieces. And obviously this is the first time I've ever done any kind of video overhead and actually filming me doing a proper art piece from start to finish and talking to you guys. So please let me know if you enjoyed it and if it's something you'd like to see more of. Because if you did enjoy it, I would really, really like to do more. It'd also be interesting to know whether you prefer me talking while I do it, or a voiceover, or maybe you literally just like watching it and would prefer some nice twinkly music. Let me know in the comments what you prefer for future videos. So there we have it. There is my final inky piece using inks for the first time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I will see you again soon. Bye.